Afternoon. Welcome to what I like to call the summer in review. Now I know the summer is not technically over, season-wise, but in many areas of the United States, summer is over officially for those that go to school. Now let me explain. You see, for many of you that don't know this, in some areas of the United States, everybody goes back to school around the early to mid to late portions of August. Now there are some areas that kids and students and even people who work at schools, they don't go back till September. And that's understandable. But nowadays, if you notice, a lot of people go back in August. So that's why I'm doing this sort of summer in review, if you will. And I'll tell you, what a summer it has been. This summer, for me personally, was a busy summer. Let's just put it that way. Now, I did do a lot of some things I didn't do before. Like, I went to Great America, which was great. First time I've ever gone there. But it sort of but to me, it was my first time, and I enjoyed it, because they have rides and things there you wouldn't see normally anywhere else. But also, it was like my third time going to an amusement park like that. Because the first 2 times I went to a place like that, or actually the first 3 times, was Worlds of Fun and Oceans of Fun in Kansas City. Those are my first 3 times going to a place like that. So I went there. And it was fun. It was really fun. But also this summer was kind of a summer of, I guess you could say, sitting for my family. You see, my mom, almost every other week or every other 2 weeks or 3 weeks, would watch my now 3-year-old nephew and maybe my 6-year-old nephew. Or maybe my 6-year-old nephew, who knows. And twice, for the first time since I've been out here, twice has my now 15-year-old nephew spent nearly a week here with us. The first time was because of the fact that I guess my mom wanted him to come down because, usually, sort of get him out of the house and give his parents a break. That's understandable. The second time, though, was due to personal issues within his family, and the fact that originally his parents were going to take him home the next day. But he was able to convince them that, hey, you let me stay here, I'll do what you say. And surprisingly, he has done that. But still, he's 15. What are you going to do? But anyway, that's what happened. We also celebrated the 4th of July at my sister's in Modesto. And she basically twice this summer had to go get her dog, or had to go find her dog, went and found her dog, if you will, because of the fireworks. Went to a Modesto Nuts game, and if you don't know who the Modesto Nuts are, they're the minor league affiliate of the Colorado Rockies, National League West. Went to Mickey Grove, visited my grandma, did all sorts of things, and really that's all I could say. It wasn't much of not really much happened during the summer, but it was an eventful summer. Well, not that eventful, but just one of those summers to where it was kind of like it was up and it was down. You didn't know what was going to happen, that sort of thing. The one thing I do like about the summer, though, when it comes to my church, is that every other Sunday, we go and we have worship in the park. Basically what that means is we go to the main park area here in town and we have worship, we have service. And then we have food, we eat afterwards. The only problem is if you have a little kid with you, you always got to make sure you have someone extra with you to watch it. But anyway, besides that, we enjoyed it. I enjoyed those services. They were great. It's one of the few times that you could take your camera with you and not many people will complain about it. But anyway, besides all that, not really much has happened. I mean, my nephew went to Arizona, that's great. But again, not really much has happened. I mean, we celebrated my great-nephew's first birthday at my older sister's house here in town. But besides that, not much. Not much. Well, actually it was, it was a big thing for him because it was his first birthday and everything, so it was fun, it was fun. We had a lot of family and friends there, so it was great. But besides all that, not really much. Saturday, this past week we went to Mickey Grove Zoo for the second time. We went to, then we went to my second older sister's house in Modesto this past Wednesday to celebrate my nephew's third birthday. And then this past Saturday we went to John's Incredible Pizza in Modesto, and if you don't know what that place that is, it's sort of like a Chuck E. Cheese. I kind of mentioned this before in a previous video, you'll see it. But it's like a Chuck E. Cheese, but it's got a lot more. Sort of like demographically evened out, you know what I'm saying? But we went there, celebrated his birthday, went back to her place, had a few beers, talked, watched the premiere of new music videos, like one by Jeanette McCarty, who plays Sam Puckett on iCarly. So, things like that. But overall, it was fun. Like I say, not much happening this summer. I wish there was a lot happening this summer, but not much. And really, that's all I can say. Hopefully this fall and this winter coming up will be a lot more eventful. Well, especially with the fact that now we're starting to want us in a couple of weeks. And I got to get a presentation put together so that my mom or her friend, who's a co-founder, can show it or can present it. Or basically, this presentation's got to be shown while they're while they're talking about it. Then they can introduce the pictures and stuff like that. I got a good idea of what I got to do. So, but that's all I'm gonna say. Tell me what your summer was like. Let me know. Again, I know it's sort of like, well, the summer's not really over, Brian. Technically, it's not over season-wise, but in most areas, a lot of people are back in school and back working, so yeah, for them, the summer's over. Thank you all for watching, and tell me what your summer is like, if you want to, and I'll talk to you all later.